Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Tam. I am also known as the Enlightened Auntie. You can find me all over social media, mostly on Twitter and Instagram under That Girl Tam. All of my information is below in the description box. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and my videos if they resonate. This is timeless. This reading, who are we doing now? We are doing the cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading, general in nature, won't resonate for everyone, so please take what you need and throw the rest out. What else? What do I have going on? So I'm getting ready to launch my Oracle decks. Auntie on deck. Volumes 1 and 2, they'll be available for sale on my website at enlightenedauntie.com starting on the 12th of February in time for Chinese New Year's. So there's that. I'm also pulling back from doing client readings. So whatever I have on my books right now, as long as the books are open. I mean, the books are open today. They're still open. But I think by the end of February, I may be shutting the calendar down for limited readings. I feel like I'm being called to focus on other things, and that part of that other things would be deck creation. I find that I just want to create art. I don't want to do readings. So I have to follow the nudges because that's where it's going. So that's where we're going to go. But let's pull the oracles first. I like doing all of that. Usually I just started the video. Normally I do all the oracle pulls before we even go on camera. And I'm like, oh, just start the video. Go ahead, Tam. No worries. But now we have to sit here and make time with like dead air, right? Anywho. So Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow. So just be mindful about your reactions, responses. Month of February ought to be kind of gnarly just because, you know, we got the whole month for Mercury retrograde in the post shadow. So I think that takes the post shadow takes us back like all the way to the end of the month, I think. Be mindful of how you respond. Just be patient. Remember that sometimes things, situations, and people from our past tend to resurface just to see how far we've come on the journey, to see what we've learned and whether or not we have moved on, right? So let's take a look at the recent past. We're going to look at the recent past. We'll look at what's going on right now, and then we'll take a look at what's coming up in the near future. Remember, this is general in nature. Cross watchers are welcome. I keep forgetting to say that on all my other videos. Cross watchers are welcome. This story may be vice versa. Put yourself in it however you fit, right? All right. Let's see. So moving away from drama and conflict of the past, you've spoken your piece, say what you had to say. Oh, wow. Say what you had to say. You could have options in front of you. You could have several options in front of you. You know, the universe is guiding you to use your intuition. There may be a new cycle or an old cycle closing out and going into a new cycle within a committed relationship or within a situation that you've been committed to. After you've walked away from certain elements of being, yeah, you walked away from something that's emotionally no longer fulfilling. A lot of retreat and energy. So I feel like in the recent past, you may have had several options in front of you. You know, there was a desire, or there's a desire to move or relocate or just do something different. And so potentially you could have lots of options in front of you, or the situation as it stands could leave you feeling very confused and unsure of yourself, right? But there is a situation at the very heart of the matter, wherever you've been committed to, or there was a situation that you may have once felt a level of commitment to that is being closed out. or you've at least walked away from it at this point. I feel as though it's kind of like you want something more, or you're waiting for something else. And so you've pulled back your energy in order to create the vortex of what it is that you want. I like that. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the past because that's not really important to me. The main crux of the situation is the fact that you're ending. It's about the ending of a situation and walking away from that which just, you know, is just not emotionally for you, right? It's just not working for you. And this thing that you're walking away from, it could have been something that, there's a couple of things I look at it like. This could also be about you walking away from certain ideas or concepts that relate to things that you've always done. It's always been this way, and you're just not wanting to be, you don't want to do it that way anymore. So this is like you walking away from that. Because you want more. You want more for yourself. You want more out of life. So you pull back so that you can figure it out and create your own way. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, there's a situation here. Okay, so you walk away from a situation. I feel as though what you've walked away from may be circling back. It may circle back for some type of closure, reconciliation, closure. You appear to be kind of closed off to it, though. Yeah, you appear to be closed off to it. You're not discussing how you feel. And again, with this High Priestess, I think you're just really keeping it to yourself. You're very mum's the word. Mum's the word. That's what I just heard. You just... Okay. This sounds shitty, and this is not how it's meant. I don't think it's meant to come off this way, but it's almost like you just kind of want it to go away. That may not be for everybody, okay? But that's like, that was the first thing that popped into my head. It's like, I just want it to just go away. I don't want to be bothered with it. I got that. I don't want to be bothered with this. Because you were waiting on change. You were waiting on, I mean, change is here. You were waiting on a situation to transform. And while it transforms, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you are waiting for actually is coming in, but it is, the problem that you're having is that it doesn't look like what you thought it was supposed to look like. So you're guarded against it right now, God. So this is this whole current line is loaded with a bunch of different, I see a bunch of different stories here. So you have a situation that may be circling back. This could talk about a reconciliation. If we're talking about relationships, it's something that you walked away from, so it may be coming back to you. You've already stated what you wanted to say, you know, but I feel like this coming back around, like somebody's like, okay, let me try one more time. Let me come back around and offer this. Let me come back with this offer. Let me sweeten the deal. And you're closed off to it. Here's the thing, though. I mean, I've not pulled any other clarifying cards, but the thing is that when you're in this energy, you kind of cut off your nose to spite your face. It's like, you know, because you're closed off with time, energy, and resources. You're not open to give energy, but you're also not open to receive any energy. And even though what is trying to come towards you, I feel is like it is what you want, because it doesn't look like what you anticipated to look like, you're still kind of you're guarded against it. That's okay. I mean, you're still being you're being asked to use your intuition anyway. Yeah, so like the thing is, like, you want harmony in your life. You just want, you just want something that wants you. You want it to be reciprocated, whether it's a relationship, job, whatever. You want it to want you. You want it to be, this is, something that's balanced. There's a lot of love here. I mean, in terms of whether we're talking a relationship, romantic relationship, or just even if this is like something else, like work related or family. There's definitely some type of, affinity for it. But you're not happy about it. You're not happy with the situation as it stands. You're not happy with however it's going down. You're not happy. And you want to go in a new direction. Not mad at it. I feel as though that there will be, if there's an apology that is needed, I do feel like there's somebody that will take action moving forward to close out a cycle with an apology. That apology is what closes out the cycle, I feel. The Ten of Swords is the worst is behind you already. Okay? So even if you're not telling how you feel, you could be feeling really emotional about the situation. You're not talking about it, and you're not telling anybody how you feel. The apology, if there's an apology that is due to you, the apology would actually allow the cycle to close. And there's something in doing, like, looking at, there's something here about doing things the way it's always, this is how it's always been. That's what I just heard. This is how it's always been. This is how it's always been. And so now making a decision, needing to make a decision, because there is a space here of being in a space of indecision, but really reevaluating the way things have always been done historically, whether this is like, throughout your lineage. This is about unlearning old patterns. Yeah, the way it's always been done. So there's something in here about needing to make a choice about, so maybe at one point you were used to doing things this one certain way. It's always been done this way, right? But now you're in a reflective state of, maybe this isn't really what's working. Maybe this isn't what works for me. This doesn't work for me. And I feel like what happens is that you eventually come to the realization, I feel, that there's a need to focus on your own foundation, creating your own foundational beliefs, right? Because we're unlearning old programming. There's a need or desire to move away from old narratives and focus on self-mastery, focus on yourself for a change. Yeah. Nine of Cups, the Magician. So you have what it takes in order to create your own happiness. The problem is you still walking around here drawing lines in the sand and having an attitude, which is Five of Swords. Five of Swords is petty arguments, disagreements, conflict. This is the clapback card. This is, I'm talking shit to you, you're talking shit to me. We're talking shit to each other. We're not getting anything solved. We're just insulting the hell out of each other. And the thing is, with that Five of Swords energy, it's like it doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't serve a purpose. It keeps you energetically attached to the situation or person that caused you the drama in the first place. So why? Right? Focus on your money, mind your business. Let's focus on your money and mind your business. Yeah. I said focus on your money and mind your business. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Focus on your money and mind your business. Mind your business. All right, let's see what's coming up in the near future. Wow. I kind of like this though. I feel like because today's theme of the Devil card has been about a reflection of looking at your own habits and behaviors within a relationship or within cycles and situations, right? Because while it's easy for us to be like, oh yeah, this is a toxic situation or you're a toxic person or whatever, we all carry a little bit. Let's be honest. So if that is the case, I feel like this is you really reflecting on your own behavioral issues. We all got it, you know, nobody's above it, right? We all got some shit. But I feel like this is you kind of taking a step back and really looking at yourself, looking again at your personal truths, looking at your own moral compass, looking at the way things have always been done in the past and holding it up against, you know, how you want things done or what makes you happy or what makes you feel whole. And really trying to figure out how those two things work. And if they don't work together, then you can certainly eliminate some shit and go in a new direction and go and take on a new pursuit. But I feel like you're really looking at your life right now and really looking at yourself. Looking at yourself. Cutting out the things, cutting off the dead weight, cutting out things that like literally no longer serve you, walking away from anything that's emotionally no longer fulfilling. Now, if there's an apology that's needed, because again, I'm getting energy of an apology, there's some anxiety in terms of that, or there's anxiety around it feels like anxiety around whether or not like this apology would be enough. Like you want to cut it off. If they apologize, would it change things? And you could be very conflicted about that. And going back and forth in your head, like it will always be this way. They'll always be like this. They will always do this. They will always do that. You're just, that's self-sabotage. So somebody here in love. Somebody here, there's a lot of love here. So there's a lot of love here, God. Deep soul tie connection. Definitely got some soulmate energy on the board. But I feel like there's a choice. And I feel like you may have already spoken your truth. You've already said what you had to say. I also feel as though there's a choice between two things or two people that you're emotionally invested in. You could still be kind of going back and forth about it. And the thing is that I also look at the lover sometimes too is a choice. It's a choice between what your soul wants and what your ego wants, but also it is sometimes choosing yourself versus the person. So if we're talking about relationships, sometimes it's about loving yourself first. Loving yourself more than, you know, object of your desire or whatever it is that, you know, that we're talking about. It's really a matter of choosing you first. So even though you feel the brunt and are feeling weighed down, God, I swear this has been the theme for every reading today. Yeah, you're not letting go. And it's stubborn energy, so that's interesting. So there's a need to take action, and then there is non-action. There is also this energy of, and I see it here too, this Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands breeds Five of Swords resentment energy. The Ten of Wands is you doing all of the doing, and then getting pissed off at the people that you're doing for because they're not reciprocating or they're not doing what you're doing. They're not doing what you're doing or how you're doing it, right? So that gives you, so now you have an attitude because they're not doing it the way that you would do it. So now you feel like you're carrying the load and blah, 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 right? But while you're walking around like this, and you're pointing your finger at all the people that you're doing for, and I'm doing this for you, and I'm doing that for you, I'm doing it. Look at where the other fingers are pointing. Because this is the people-pleasing card. So while you're out pleasing everybody, while you're doing for everybody, and you're mad about people not doing for you, what responsibility do you take in making the dynamics the way that they are? You have to own your participation in the situation for creating whatever it is. You had a hand in creating it because you took it on in the first place. You could have said no. You could have walked away. You could have been like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't have time. Boundaries. It's about boundaries. And if you don't have proper boundaries, then yeah, you're going to be taking on a bunch of stuff, extra stuff that you don't want. And there's a need to cut out things that don't need to be there, but you're not doing it. Instead, you're stubbornly holding on, thinking that something's going to change. Now, let's talk about the astrology. Who do we have on the board? We've got Taurus. We've got Capricorn. We've got Pisces. We've got Gemini, we've got Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Virgo. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at your oracles. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayer. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support and anything you need related to the idea. Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. New partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity and comfort and safety. Poverty, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is the true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Light. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. And then we've got 7 of the Auntie on deck cards. Hold space, not judgment. Be compassionate. Remove the rose-colored glasses. See the truth. You know what you know. Trust your gut. The cycle is finally over. You made it. Congratulations. What you feel is real. Trust it. So there's a couple of cards of intuition here, and the High Priestess was out here a couple of times too. Get out of your feelings. You're being a brat. And meditate on it. Be still. And for me, the meditate on it, be still requires some grounding work too. All right, my dears, that concludes your reading. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Please like, share, and subscribe if this resonated or made any sense for you. or gives you any clarity towards your situation. Again, I'm going to try to keep doing content for the channel. I probably won't be doing client readings much longer. I don't know. I'm just going to I'm going with the flow. I'm doing the go with the flow thing right now, and we'll see where it takes us. All right. But I appreciate everybody that, you know, rocks with me up to this point. All of my followers on Twitter and everybody that's followed me from Twitter over here onto the channel. Thank you. I appreciate you for getting me to where I am. Thank you. Without you, this would not be possible. Anywho, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, or whenever you see this, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care, and I'll see you next time.